The rare, most beautiful, magnificent, magical and spectacular natural display of colors in the sky are auroras. Galileo was observing Jupiter's moons through his telescope in North Italy, and there was a sudden beautiful display of northern lights in the sky. Galileo Galilei coined the name for the northern lights as Aurora Borealis in 1619. The name refers to the ancient Roman goddess of the dawn, Aurora, and the other one to Greek god Boreas, the personification of the northern wind. Auroras are visible almost every night near the Arctic and Antarctic circles, which are about 66.5 degrees north and south of the equator. In the north, the display is called Aurora Borealis, or Northern Lights. In the south, it is called Aurora Australis, or Southern Lights. How are auroras produced? Sun ejects coronal mass or solar wind or solar storm of extremely high energy ions or plasma, and approaches Earth, where it meets Earth's magnetic field. Though our Earth protects us from these highly damaging plasma storms from the Sun, some of the ions get trapped in the Earth's magnetic field and hit the atmospheric gases. They're allotropes and they're isotopes. Mainly oxygen and nitrogen, and also hydrogen and helium and argon etc. The Sun reaches the peak of solar activity every 11 years and emits high levels of the coronal mass. Can we be lucky to watch this spectacular dance, exotic and unusual colors in our skies? Yes, you probably can. Strong solar flares and solar eruptions are far more likely from now until 2025, as we reach solar maximum. During the Sun's natural 11-year cycle, the Sun shifts from relatively calm to stormy, then back again. So in the next couple of years, if you are vigilant, you may spot the dancing colors in the sky. Though the magical auroras are quite exclusive to near-polar regions, during stronger solar storms, places as low latitudes as 21 degrees to the north and south of the equator have spotted the auroras occasionally. These include Cuba, South Japan, Caribbean, Mexico, and Jammu and Kashmir. Although auroras are normally seen in winters just because the nights are longer, they occur 24 hours a day throughout the year. Auroras happen between 100 kilometers to 1,000 kilometers from the surface of the Earth. The maximum concentration of auroras is between 100 kilometers to 300 kilometers. How are the auroras so incredibly colorful? Imagine these unique games in the sky between two teams, the Sun's coronal high-energy ions and earthly gaseous atoms and molecules. They play all the games like badminton, football, tennis, hockey, cricket, basketball and all conceivable games at the same time, creating an aura of all unique playful energies, and thereby distinctive colors of the auroras. Green is the most common color seen from the ground. It is produced when charged particles collide with oxygen molecules at altitudes of 100 to 300 kilometers. Occasionally, the lower edge of an aurora will have a pink or dark red fringe, which is produced by nitrogen molecules at altitudes of around 100 kilometers. A bit higher in the atmosphere, collisions with oxygen atoms produce red auroras. Hydrogen and helium molecules can produce blue and purple auroras. The bright pink fringe on the lower edge of the aurora occurs when electrons strike nitrogen in the atmosphere. Can you see the northern lights from space? Both the northern lights and the southern lights are visible from space. Astronauts on the International Space Station get a view of both auroras as they travel around the globe. The view from space is much less variable in color than it is from the Earth. Auroral chorus. Here is a very important point. An auroral chorus are distinctive electromagnetic waves in the frequency range of sound. These electromagnetic waves resemble chirps, whistles, and quasi-musical sounds, created by geomagnetic storms. They are in the range of 0.6 kHz or 1.6 kHz frequency. This auroral chorus is responsible for triggering the auroras. Here is the sound of aurora. types of auroras. The northern lights are an amazing sight caused by solar winds and coronal mass ejections. They can come in many different shapes and sizes. Arcs, bands, diffuse or rays. Next obvious question would be, how about Earth's moon? Our moon doesn't have an aurora because it doesn't have the atmosphere. How about other planets? Or their moons? Do they have auroras? Yes! Mars. Mars auroras are ultraviolet. Mars has a thin layer of atmosphere. The red planet's atmosphere contains more than 95% carbon dioxide and much less than 1% oxygen. Saturn and Jupiter have beautiful auroras around their respective polar regions. They are more powerful than Earth's auroras because these planets have much stronger magnetic fields. Uranus too has its auroras. The space probes sent to these planets have photographed these auroras. Since auroras are a sure sign that gases like oxygen are present in a planet's atmosphere, they could be an indicator of alien life. Scientists are now scanning the stars and distant planets, compiling a list of other worlds that shine with a green glow of oxygen. Auroras shine not only with light, but also with radio waves, which allow scientists to detect them far away in deep space using a radio telescope. Myths about auroras. Myth means symbolic narrative of unknown origin and mostly traditional or religious beliefs. In Greenland, people held the belief that the lights were the spirits of children who had died in childbirth, dancing across the sky. In Norway, the northern lights were believed to be the souls of old maids dancing in the heavens and waving at those below. North American communities arose from the belief that they were the souls of departed ancestors. Some Native American stories depict the northern lights as torches held by the spirits. Eskimo tribes believed they could summon the aurora to converse with their dead relatives. Nonetheless, rarely, some people get lucky to see this spectacle in the sky, the auroras. This is Dr. Sujata, former scientist with Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO. This channel brings to you the hidden art in science and mathematics in the most colorful way. If you enjoyed the information, please comment, like and subscribe.